This is the flower part of my recipe, the hibiscus rosehip leaves. I love them. They are so nice in tea. They give most like red teas their color. If you look in the ingredients, you'll find hibiscus or rosehips in there. And so they just make the kombucha like a beautiful rich color.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Baker Brews. Today is dessert collaboration day, so we are going to make a flower inspired dessert. So we are using the floral hibiscus flavored kombucha that I homebrewed. I'll show you the whole process here shortly, but we just want to say we're excited to make ice cream. We're going to actually be making a dairy-free ice cream. So we're going to be using coconut milk, the kombucha, honey, some fresh fruit. In this case, we're actually going to be using canned pineapple because that's what I got, and some vanilla. And this is super easy. You do not need an ice cream maker to do this. You really just need a blender. But we're going to make it fun, and we're going to make it in the ice cream maker today.
All right, this is the 8 cups of water that I have made into tea. I am using a combination of green and black tea. As you can see, I have, what is that, 5 tea bags in there? I feel like 5 tea bags is enough, but I'm pretty sure the original recipe did call for more, but I've just been making this so much and so often that I kind of just eyeball most of it in terms of the tea portion. So from here, I'm going to remove the tea bags and add 1 cup of sugar. For the sugar, I like to add cane sugar. You can use normal white sugar as well. Some kombucha recipes even use brown sugar. That gives it a very different taste. Or you can sweeten it with honey, and then that uses a different SCOBY and everything. So yeah, I typically stick with the same recipe, which is 1 cup of cane sugar or white sugar. We're just going to stir to dissolve that in. I typically end up turning the heat totally off at this point and just letting it kind of cool on the stove and dissolve on the stove slowly while I do other things around the house. Okay, this jar has my kombucha SCOBY in it. So I just moved it into this jar just for cleaning purposes. And then this empty jar is where the sweet tea is going to cool to sit and be ready to add to the SCOBY. We need to let this sweet tea sit for 8 or so hours just to let any chlorine evaporate off to make sure it's room temperature for sure.
You made the big mess.
Okay, and then I started pouring and then I remembered I had to film, but this is where the SCOBY is, and I just simply am pouring the sweet tea into the same jar. There we go. As you can see, I don't leave like crazy lots of room, but you do need some room because a new baby SCOBY will be forming on the top layer. So you want to make sure you're giving some room for that SCOBY to grow. And again, putting that cloth cover on to keep any insects out of it. And then this is going to be stored in a dark room. I have it down in my basement in a cupboard. You don't want it exposed to sunlight, and you can store it in there as it eats the sugars and the SCOBY activates, and it turns it into that lovely fermented beverage, kombucha, that we all love. And we are going to leave it for a week, so 7 days. If you are new to the process, you may want to do pH tests from like day 4 or 5 and see like how active your SCOBY is, how warm your room is. Lots of those factors can change how quickly your SCOBY eats the sugar and turns it into like that vinegar pH level, which will make it more sour. So the longer you let it sit, the more sour it's going to be, the more like vinegar it will turn into. So I like to wait 7 days is like the perfect pH balance for mine, and then we hit around a 3 on the pH scale. This is the cupboard that I store it in. Usually I like to make my kombucha in a jar that has a spout on it, like these ones. But today I'm cleaning the other one that I had, and I didn't think to come downstairs and get another one. So I have these other spare jars that I have there. And then I leave and write the date on a sticky note here. So that way then I know when I did this brew and I don't forget about it. I also set a reminder in my calendar so that way I don't forget the date as well, and to come and get the kombucha and not let it over ferment. I wanted to show you guys the kombucha. So it has been just over 7 days. There it is. I haven't touched it or done anything with it for a whole 7 days. So the mother SCOBY is here, and then the baby SCOBY forms the top layer. You can see that, the nice new fresh layer. I'm just gonna tap off this kombucha. I'm literally pouring it out of the jar. I'm gonna leave a cup of the original liquid and the SCOBYs. Sometimes I get rid of the old SCOBYs, like the mother. That's terrible. I get rid of the mother and I always keep the baby. I don't know if that's kosher or not, but that's what I do. Lid's on. You want to make sure that you leave some headroom because it will carbonate, it will get very fizzy, and you will have a lot of bubbles, so you have to be very careful when you open these. But they have such a rich dark color from the hibiscus and rosehip. We're going to be putting this, oh yeah, it's got lots of fizz even just from its own carbonation so far. So we're going to leave this out for 24 hours in a dark space, and then I'm going to put them in the fridge for the remaining of their fermentation time, and then I store them in the fridge after that. They don't come out of the fridge unless we're going to be drinking them. So that is where these guys are going. And this is how much kombucha I have left at the bottom. I have quite a bit more left than I usually would leave, but I'm going to be removing some of these SCOBYs as well, and then I'll be doing up another batch of kombucha, so the sweet tea blend. And if I wasn't going to be making another brew right away, I would just put this guy in the fridge again until I am ready to brew. Whew. We're making fruity kombucha coconut sorbet.
We are making fruity kombucha coconut sorbet.
So if you're using an ice cream maker, there's an insert and you need to freeze it. So it's already been frozen for 2 days now. So it's ready to go.
Already 2 days?
I know. To start off with, this recipe puts basically everything. I think it puts everything. Yeah, You literally just do this recipe, you put everything in the blender. That's how you start this. You puree it until it's smooth.
We got a fresh time. We got a fresh. What do you do first?
We add the stuff to the blender. That's what I just said. 1 cup of coconut milk, 1 cup of kombucha. Okay, so we're gonna start with 1 cup of kombucha.
Lindsay, you pour it and I'll pour the coconut.
Okay, 1 cup of kombucha.
That looks yummy.
Pour it in. Got it. Lincoln, did you pop that pineapple all by yourself? Wow. I'm impressed. The boy was able to do his own pineapple. It says you only need a cup of fruit as well. So I think there'll be some pineapples left over for you guys. Okay. Show us how to open a can, Lincoln. Oh, you're so strong.
You're stronger than me,
Oh my
brother.
gosh. I can't believe you could open that.
That kind of looks like butter.
It does, doesn't it?
Can I taste some?
Coconut milk? I don't know if you're gonna like it. You can lick the lid.
I like it.
You like it? I mean, we
Yes.
do.
What's that? What did you do?
Oh, that's vanilla bean paste. You are just all about opening the pineapple.
Me.
You do it.
You
You added the kombucha. There we go. Nice.
you added this.
And I added the coconut milk. So everybody got their turn, right? And look, there's some pineapples left over for you. Yummy. Is that good? Those are good, hey? Looks good to me. It's not as pretty of a color as I would like, but that's okay.
Well, you need to add more honey.
Do I need to add more honey?
I think so.
Honey, well, I think it'll look nicer if it had more kombucha, personally.
Well, then add some more kombucha.
Okay, I got it. Oh, it's so cold. It's cold.
Oh, this feet my tongue.
Oh, don't put your tongue on it. Yeah. Okay, guys. Here's our ice cream maker. Let me plug it in. Add this in.
That's really runny.
It's really runny, isn't it? See how liquidy it is?
How does it get not so runny?
Magic. You know how we talked about things changing from a liquid to a solid?
Yeah.
That is the law of thermodynamics.
Can I please put it on?
And we are going to
That
make...
smells like pina colada.
I know, right? That's kind of what I was going for. A pina colada sorbet. Now we're going to turn it on.
Cause I did the powerful, the smoothie maker.
By the way.
Ooh, that is so slow.
It's slow.
Let's work on the ice cream.
Do you want me to bring it closer to you so you
Yeah.
can see?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't mind you looking, but no fingers or hands in it.
Because they could maybe cut you.
I just don't want it to catch you.
Some of it is stuck.
That's right, because the liquid is getting cold. Remember how we talked about water? When it reaches what temperature, the cooling point happens.
What?
Or the freezing point,
Feel this
0
one
degrees
is bumpy.
Celsius. Yes, so at 0 degrees Celsius, then it starts to become frozen. So we're freezing this liquid.
Does this thing have a time or something?
No, you just go until the sorbet looks good.
Till it stops.
No, it'll continue to have power. You're waiting until the sorbet looks more like ice cream, thick, more solid. So right now it's really runny.
You know what? It kind of already looks like pina colada.
It does.
Because you see that hard stuff there? It's already forming.
Yeah.
It's not like pina colada.
It smells like pina colada.
So we're gonna be
That's what we should
waiting
call
for
this, is
1
a
hour.
kombucha pina colada.
Slash. Or we can call it. We can probably call it freezing ice cream
Kombucha.
kombucha.
Freezy ice cream kombucha.
Or we
Yep.
could call it frozen pina colada slash the real name of it slash
fruity kombucha coconut sorbet.
Sorbet.
I like pina colada kombucha. Maybe that's what we should call this video.
So this is gonna be a whole hour of waiting.
Yeah, you guys do gotta wait a little while. How about while we wait, we do 10 flashcards and then we can watch Magic School Bus. Let's do it. Go get the flashcards.
That was funny. Yeah. Let's check out the ice cream. Oh my!
What's it look like?
Ice cream.
It does. It's solid. Is that exciting? So our liquid turned into
Solid.
solid.
Let's eat
it. We are gonna eat
Can
it.
I?
You want to scoop some into the bowl?
Yummy.
Good job. Put some in. Mmm.
Tastes like pina colada.
Tastes like pina colada. It's very pina colada forward, hey?
Yep.
I think it could use more kombucha.
Yeah. Why don't we just pour some in at the top?
I could add some more kombucha.
Yeah, do it.
That's really good.
Now it's like a float.
Mom, you put so much in.
Like a kombucha float. Tuck kombucha on top, for sure. Oh, yours? You want more on yours?
Yeah. It's really good on top.
There you go.
Just like a float.
It is just like a float. It's
We
tasty.
need more.
We are making fruity kombucha coconut sorbet.
We are making fruity kombucha sorbet.
Fruity kombucha coconut sorbet. This is a hard one. This is a bit of a tongue twister. Can you say kombucha?
Kombucha.
Very good.
Kombucha.